While Stedman is most widely known as the soulmate to the future ruler of planet Earth, it's also a several-year-old knife company based out of China, competing with high-end knives, I guess also made in China, like we, and everywhere else, like the US. So Stedman is pronounced like Oprah's boy toy, only not spelled the same. And yes, I timed this review to coincide with her Golden Globe speech. Hopefully that gets some SEO. So let's look at the overall dimensions as you wonder if I have run out of interesting things to say during my opening bit. I guess I could offer corrections for prior reviews because I always have plenty of those, like how I erroneously mentioned the nylon handles were G10 on my Ontario Rat 2 review. You're like, don't you mean scales, not handle? Now, I would humbly apologize if it were my fault, but a combination of the word not bolded and flashing bright pink on the product description and the scales manufactured in a way to purposely trick an idiot YouTuber, well, Knife Center in Ontario should really be the ones apologizing. To me, and then everyone else. Like the overall length and weight. The blade size, the cutting edge. Also, it was my mother's fault for not showing me how to properly apologize. Handle size, grip area. And the alcohol's fault for making me not feel like putting more effort into research. Spine thickness and handle thickness. And also YouTube's algorithm's fault for not catching my mistake. Tallness and flipper protrusion. Plus I'm only 38 and I've been reviewing like only a few dozen knives for only a few years. So it's like I'm a kid, so I really shouldn't be held responsible. Now I've done some research. Now I'm not saying it's good research, just research. The official product description on the GearBest page is ball bearing quick open pocket frame lock folding knife, golden. It is not sold under the Stedman name on the website, but it looks identical to Blade HQ Stedman ZKC A01A. The box on mine also says Zahn Knives Company, or ZKC for short. And if you head over to Knife Center, you'll find higher-end versions of the A01 in titanium and S35 VN. I guess so basically while GearBest's product description doesn't say Stedman, this is a Stedman because the box says it and so does the knife and Satan, except this is $86 and it's $119 on Blade HQ. So let's look at the blade first, which is a standard straight back blade, which is actually the first I've reviewed in a while of this sort. You're like, you may as well just call it a karambit. Come on, G10? Come on, man. The blade is ground flat, or flat ground, with the satin finish and made from CTS 204P steel. This is the first knife I own with CTS 204P steel, but according to a steel website, it's made by Carpenter and it's like Bowler M390, but with a hair more tungsten. No hair, just tungsten. So awesome. The non-steel nerd terms, yeah, those are a type of nerd too. That's supposed to translate into a high wear and corrosion resistant steel. Also note that pretty carbon fiber insert blade flare. The knife is a ball bearing flipper, meaning it has a flipper tab that you swipe with your finger to open. It is an okay smooth opening. You need to hit it with a moderate amount of force for consistent deployments though. I prefer a slightly longer flipper tab than on here because it gives you a little more metal to swipe at. There is some tab jimping. It's not sharp, but it is a tab aggressive. Sorry, I'm running out of them. The lockup is handled by an aluminum frame lock with a hardened steel insert. The frame lock is neither the stiffest nor the easiest I've ever disengaged, kind of like my HEA Design's Poison. Long-term fidgeting may wear on the tender fingers. D10 is strong, and I can't get it to open by flinging it downward. Yes, the handle. The handle is made from aluminum with carbon fiber inserts. The carbon fiber inserts are adhered to the surface, probably with glue or some shit, and not full-on handle replacement sections, meaning it doesn't go all the way through the handle. It probably helps save weight, but it's mostly there for high-performance looks. The knife comes in less ugly versions like a blue or a black. Both seem to go better with carbon fiber than the reddish copperish color of the aluminum here. The handle is smaller than I like on most knives because it is a compact knife. And, of course, smaller than I like to everyday carry, but it's comfortable mostly with the exception of the handle section right where the A01 model number is written, which is in front of the frame lock. It's a little sharp right there. To get a full, good grip, my thumb needs to sit almost past the blade spine jimping. This is how I hold it. It's an open back design, and there's I'm pretty sure a titanium and not aluminum backspacer, so you can paracordize the shit out of it, should you so choose. You're like, are you sure that backspacer isn't G10? The pocket clip, now this is the first for me, is carbon fiber, or G10, which feels about the same amount of tension and springiness as a tighter stainless steel pocket clip. And as it slides into the pocket, it is a tight clip, and it isn't as effortless as, say, on my Spydercos, which are a little easier to pull up as they go into your pocket. If your pockets are a thinner material, though, it really won't be a problem. This is for really thick pants. It's a tip-up carry only and blade backward in my right pocket. Okay, how about a few comparisons? Let's pull out some of my high-end integral flippers. Or if I don't want to sound like I'm paying royalties to Chris Reeves' wife, knives with frame locks. Integral lock, frame lock, G10, all basically the same thing. First is the A01A. It's a well-made knife, has quite a few high-end features, ball bearing, carbon fiber, decent blade steel, good centering, fit and finish. Not exactly my smoothest ball bearing flipper, but whatever. And it does look like the ball bearing section is sealed. It has like a little whiteness in there. It kind of looks like nylon, but I think it's the sealed ball bearing thing. Now my 300-ish Benchmade 765. I don't use this knife a whole lot except for in these comparisons, which is a good reason to own a $300 knife. It's light, also has a very strong detent, and deploys a bit smoother than the A01. However, though, it has a sharp part up front on the frame lock too, much sharper than this, but right about in the same spot. It uses a Buller M390, a similar steel to the A01. The blade is longer, and I do like that better, plus it ain't as ugly. Now the HX Outdoors ZD is 005. It retails for about $100 too. It's legit carbon fiber, titanium, nice looking-ish. I found Tantos really aren't my favorite in an everyday carry. I prefer long cutting edges with a slight belly. There's a reason why pocket knives didn't have Tanto blades for a very long time. Both the A01 and this have a similar flipping action. Alright, what about the HEA Designs Poison? I carried this knife a lot last year, but less so now. I don't dislike it, but there's a lot of knives competing for my pocket space, and if you review knives, you do have to carry other ones. It's a faster flipper because I oiled the pivot, but otherwise it was gritty and not as sharp as I would have liked out of the box, and that's like a $280 knife. I do love the look though, although I'm sure some people hate it. Okay, now let's look at the paramilitary too. I always like to throw in one that I like to everyday carry. This is a good everyday carry knife, just a little heavier, and also I broke my rules. It's not an integral, whatever, but uses a compression lock, a better lock in my opinion, at least for daily carry. Okay, so the A01 is actually a well-made knife. I say it like I didn't expect it to be. It would have made sense to me for them to offer a natural aluminum color because, it would have complemented the carbon fiber a bit better, at least in my opinion. It's kind of a tall, stubby knife, and if they made it more elongated and slimmed down the profile from the side, well, that's more my jam. Fit and finish materials, and if this knife uses a legit CTS 204P, well, it rivals all of my knives, which max out at about 450-ish retail-ish. The flipping action or deployment could be a little smoother, but I'd be lying if I said I haven't said that about knives I own that retail for above $100 before. Anyway, if you like the review, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up this piece, comment, follow me on the Instagrams where I post preview pictures of stuff I'm going to be reviewing, and also beer, and don't sometimes update it as regularly as I should, but thanks for watching anyway. Oh, and in case it wasn't clear, this knife was provided by GearBest.